A boring and uninspired sex life is one of the main causes of separations. Additionally, there is infidelity in relationships and the silent disappearance after an intimate date that you thought went well. If you don't know how to satisfy a woman in bed, she will definitely lose interest in you at some point. I will show you 3 very simple methods to give your wife intense and breathtaking orgasms that make sex so good that she can't get enough of you. I guarantee you, if you use these methods to revolutionize your love life in the bedroom, she will start begging you not to leave the bed. It doesn't matter whether it's indeed a woman you just met, your girlfriend, or your wife of just 30 years. You can use these 3 methods to make your partner scream with joy. So, pay close attention and try out what seems important to you. Stay until the end so you don't miss any of this valuable knowledge. You will love it. I am Antje, your personal sex sense coach, and I support you with desire and frustration in your love life. I will reveal to you what women really want, as opposed to what they say. With me, you will get the most effective methods to win over any girl you like. So press the subscribe button now so you don't miss any more videos. Before I give you tips on how to drive a woman crazy, I want to make sure that your best piece is ready for the great sex that is coming your way. So start by freshening up, either in the shower or in a relaxing bath. Do not use too much soap or any perfumes below the navel. Look for short and clean fingernails and pay attention to body hygiene. When you go on a date for the first time, use a subtle perfume that is not too overpowering. Remember, less is more, and you only have one chance to make a first impression. So, now that we have clarified the basics, let's get started. First, the clitoris method. Even though this area often represents a myth for many men, as a man, you will have to confront this most important part of the female body. The clitoris is the largest pleasure point on the female body. It has more nerve endings per square centimeter than any other area, both on the male and female body. In other words, it is the most direct access to the female orgasm. The most essential fact with every touch of the clitoris is that she likes it and is always wet. Every touch, every friction, no matter what, feels significantly better when the clitoris is moist. If your partner is not wet enough, you are welcome to use aids. From saliva to lubricants, everything is allowed. Because when the clitoris is not wet enough, it simply hurts, is uncomfortable, and does not feel good. Now the question is, how do you properly stimulate the clitoris? Well, it's actually quite simple. You follow the following. Step number. First, you gently stroke around the clitoris with your finger, moving left and right, making sure to cover every spot. But avoid direct contact. This will drive your partner wild and prepare her for the pleasures that are yet to come. Step number 2. After you have aroused her, apply some pressure to the clitoris. This means you shouldn't rub wildly, as that won't feel good for your partner and the desire will quickly fade. Instead, you should place 1 or 2 fingers or even your whole hand on the clitoris. You can vary the pressure from light to strong in consultation with your partner, as every woman likes it differently. Another option would be to make circular movements around or on the clitoris with your fingers and feel what feels good for your partner. So you don't just make light circular movements, but you vary the motion with slight pressure. Whether you stimulate her with your tongue, your fingers, or a toy, you can consistently apply different pressure and ask her to tell you if she wants more or less. The best way to find out what she likes is, of course, to simply ask, does this feel good? Is it too hard? Is it too soft? And if you are really unsure, just ask her to guide you, and you will quickly find the right level of pressure. If everything seems to be going well, just continue and observe your partner. Does she start to relax and enjoy, or is she watching you tensely and flinching at your touch? This could be a helpful indication that your touches are too hard and that it simply doesn't feel good for her. Step number 3. Be creative and be varied. Ensure variety so that your lovemaking doesn't become boring. The fact is, if you become predictable with your touches, the excitement is lost, and boredom and unfamiliarity set in very quickly. But how can you create variety? The clitoris is truly a fascinating little button, and so much is possible when you know how to use it. So start to vary your movements. Instead of just stroking up and down, you can also move your fingers left and right. Sometimes you can simply keep your fingers on the clitoris with a light pressure, and then slowly start to stroke up and down, or move diagonally across the clitoris, and then in small, increasingly faster circles around the clitoris. You can play with your fingers on her clitoris very slowly or quickly. You can rub up and down slowly, or a bit faster or sideways. Vary it and just try it out. Change your variation every 20 to 30 seconds until she ultimately approaches orgasm. Because in the end, it's really about having fun and discovering what she truly likes, and you will know when she likes it. Because then she will move, or moan, or give you another sign. A small bonus is when you apply light pressure with your palm on her pelvic area near the pubic bone, and press gently there. And you can take your other hand and apply some pressure with your fingertips in circular motions, or if available, play with her pubic hair. As soon as you notice that she is about to come, maintain your movement and rhythm. There should be no variation at this point. When she moans and gasps, her body moves and writhes, you know what's coming. Not much longer. Continue exactly with what you are doing, as this will lead her to an intense orgasm. Next is tip no. 2. The G-spot method. The G-spot is located about 3 to 4 centimeters along the upper vaginal wall, and usually feels like a small, rough, ridged 0.05 coin that is slightly raised. The G-spot is also very sensitive and full of pleasurable nerve endings, making it another orgasm hotspot. The special thing about the G-spot is that it swells when the woman is aroused. So make sure that your partner is aroused through appropriate foreplay, such as the stroking of your hands over her entire body, through kissing, through touch. Step number 2 is, when you have found the G-spot, make this come here motion. Start off slowly as always, because if you jump in at high speed right away, it might be way too intense. So take your time, build up the arousal and the anticipation for a gigantic climax. In general, the approach to the G-spot is to gradually and steadily increase speed and pressure. As with the clitoris, you can increase the entrance every 20 to 30 seconds, 2001, until you find a rhythm that brings your partner closer to orgasm. By observing her body, you can notice how close she is to her climax. Stay engaged, not too hard, not too fast, and give your all to help her reach the G-spot orgasm. Tip number 3 is the questioning method. Do you want to know what she likes best? Just ask her. Just ask her what you can do and what she enjoys. When women have gathered their sexual experiences and when they have functioned, they know exactly what they want in bed, where they want to be touched, and how they want to be touched. What pressure and rhythm they like. So, almost everything. If you are unsure and afraid of making mistakes, just ask her. Your partner will definitely give you the answer to satisfy her in bed the way she needs. And even if she doesn't know it, let's say she doesn't know what she wants, she also doesn't know what she can expect from you. Can you be her helper in figuring out what she likes? You are free to ask every time, does that feel good, you Sand? Do you like it when I do this and that? Or do you just prefer it when I keep my mouth shut? Don't suffocate her. And if she lets you be and is happy with it, that's okay too. Just by talking to her about what she likes and dislikes in bed, you show her that you care about her and her pleasure. It shows her your care and that you care about how she is doing. Moreover, isn't it the most beautiful when you share orgasmic experiences together? And it's truly wonderful for both of you. The advantage of this is that she will open up to you. Maybe not immediately, but slowly and surely. Be different from most men. Distinguish yourself from men who do not talk in bed or think that it is unattractive or unmanly to ask a woman what she likes and how they can bring their partner to orgasm. But honestly, do you have psychic abilities, or can you read your partner's mind? How are you supposed to know what to do if you have no instructions or don't know what she likes? Believe me, women really feel appreciated and taken seriously when a man takes the time to ask them what they like. So let her lead you to satisfy her. It is the easiest, fastest, and most effective way to become the best lover she has ever had. And that is your goal. So if you're ready to become the rock star lover that every woman secretly desires, try the 3 tips, and I'm sure you and your partner will enjoy it. Please make sure to write in the comments how it worked out for you, and share your experience. I am really curious. Feel free to leave me a like or sign up for my newsletter below the video. Enjoy and see you in the next video.